Hello everyone, welcome to another session on dollar INR. Rupee is continuously weakening, dollar is going higher. All of us know why it is happening. But before I show dollar INR to you, I wanted to show the Brent crude prices. Okay, the chart of Brent crude prices, how volatile it has become and how that is driving the Indian rupee. Okay, so we are all aware when it started how it went higher, then stabilized a bit, then again went higher, came down, and now it has started to go higher again. Okay, that is the real big worry. But one interesting thing what happened was, this obviously was the big up gap when prices moved higher when the war actually started, and this is the gap which happened when again the war intensified and it didn't look like it is going to cool off. So two gaps here, but very interesting, the second gap closed when market came down. Okay, the second gap formed around 93.95 very clearly on this chart. That closed when the prices had cooled off 3 days back, but the last 3 days you can see again that crude prices have gone from 93.95 this region, it has gone to 104 plus level now. Okay, so that is the real big worry. The war doesn't look to get softening anytime. Even the US is indicating that there is a kind of a 10-day stoppage, but that doesn't look like it. The hostilities still continue. Okay, now let's see what is the effect on the dollar INR. Okay, let me just clean this up and let me come to the dollar INR. Okay. Okay, now if you look at this, we have been following this chart for a long time. One thing which has happened very important, very critical in the last 3-4 days is that this upward sloping, it's a linear regression channel. So the channel for best fit of prices, this upside trend line, this broke this week. Okay, so the prices have broken above the upper trend line of the linear regression channel. If you would have seen multiple times in the past, here it held, here it held, it held here, it held here. So 4 times the prices were within that channel, and on the 5th attempt this time the prices broke above and went above the channel. So that is technically a very nervous situation, very nervous signal. Okay, in terms of numbers, yesterday, day before yesterday the markets were closed. Day before yesterday, the dollar INR closed at 93.98 and today it opened at 94.16, almost 18 paisa higher. Okay, and since morning it is continuous weakening of the rupee. From 94.16 it ultimately closed at 94.81. Okay, so we are at very short distance from the 95 level, and if you consider from the previous working day, which was Wednesday, from Wednesday levels we are almost 1 rupee higher, which is effectively 1% higher. So the dollar is 1% higher in one day, the second working day from Wednesday till today. Okay, so a very nervous situation for dollar INR. So what is in store for dollar exporters and importers, and how should they hedge risk? Okay, so let me look at dollar importers first. The most difficult period probably of your life is when the rupee is weakening like this. If you have hedged, very good, fantastic. Multiple times in the past we had suggested about hedging for dollar imports, and I am sure you would have hedged it, fantastic. If you have not hedged, then it's big trouble for you. What you can do is, at current situation, you should do vanilla options. Okay, for a long time dollar importers I have been suggesting to do forwards, and they would have worked off very well. Now is the time to do forwards plus vanilla options. Okay, all of us should be aware that rupee is weakening because of certain events which is beyond India's control. Okay, crude prices are going higher, the hostilities in the Middle East is continuing. So these things are beyond rupee's control. But if it does cool off, okay, I am sure it will cool off sometime, no one knows when. The war cannot go unlimited for a very long period of time. So whenever it does cool off, there will be a 1 to 2 rupee recovery in the dollar INR. Okay, recovery in the rupee, I would say. At least anywhere between 1.5 to 2.5 rupees rupee recovery. Okay, so whenever that happens, so since it has gone so high and there is a breakout, the possibility is that it might go higher. So hedging with forwards will protect you, and obviously options will also protect you that. But in case the hostilities stop and the rupee recovers, then the vanilla options will help you in getting that flexibility. Okay, so for dollar importers, there has to be some degree of forwards and some good amount of vanilla options to give you that flexibility. Okay, for dollar exporters, it is a similar situation. Okay, a very similar situation, unlike before. They should also do forwards plus vanilla options. Forwards to get protection, because obviously you are at all-time high of dollar. Profitability wise, business wise, costing wise, these are fantastic levels to encash, and the risk of the dollar INR coming down because of some kind of peace or some kind of agreement in the Middle East, no one knows when that will happen. If something like that happens, then dollar INR will come down. Okay, so encashing certain degree at such levels is recommended. How much, whether it is 10, 20, 30%, that is your personal call, but some degree of forward, some minimal degree, small amounts of 10, 20% forwards should be done. A majority of your hedges should be done using vanilla options. This is the time to do vanilla options for dollar exporters as well. Okay, so you get a protection. If rupee weakens further, you can just ignore the option and capitalize on market prices. Okay, so a good amount of vanilla options, some small forwards for dollar exporters. You can keep some unhedged positions as well, but remember, unhedged positions has its own level of risk and reward ratio and additional complexity, lot of volatility in your financial statements, which typically a lot of business owners don't want. Okay, so understand that risk if you have unhedged positions, if you are a dollar exporter. Okay, but dollar importer, as I said earlier, a quick recap, good amount of options and some degree of forwards. Okay, I can understand it's an extraordinary and very nervous kind of a situation. So we need to take some kind of extraordinary measures. Normal measures at this time will not actually really work. Okay, so that is it from my side. Hope this war ends soon and we get some peace. All of you have a great weekend ahead.